and welcome back to Abiotic Factor. So, between finishing up the game, Albatross, and now it's been about a month and a half, I would have to say, I think. Or it's been 2 months. It might have been 2 months. Or maybe 2 months, whatever. So far, didn't really show this off, but I did manage to, in the grinding, I managed to get a rat suit, so that's what I have here. But in all the editing and everything, one thing I wanted to do for a good chunk of our playtime was build some outposts, or FOBs, forward operating bases. Now, not a big thing. It's okay. It'll take time. But I'm not grinding for this. You can't make me. So the way I'm going to do it is I actually have a few locations that I would love to scout. Albatross is one of them, which we already know looks really nice. It has power in multiple spots. We're good from that. I also want to possibly do Admin Wing in Residence. But I have a few other locations, but I don't know if I should or if I have to scout them, because I kind of have an idea, so we should see about that. So, okay. So these bases essentially need 2-ish items, at least to start. We can build from there. It's starting out crafting table, because without a crafting table, it won't be marked. And these are easy. These are easy to make. These are probably the cheapest of the items that we need. Supposedly I already have one in another in a chest, or it says you've made it. So let's see. Crafting bench in the cupboard. Take it. How heavy is it? 22.5. That's fine. That's fine. Oh. Did not realize that weight is taken off if it's in my hopper. Is anything in my hopper just okay? I don't know how that works. I don't think I've ever noticed that. The other thing is we need teleporters. So I need minimum 2. And these are the expensive parts. We have a lot of reinforced CPUs. I didn't think we did, so that's good. Traskicker, that's good enough. I'll probably build 2 bases before I have to go kill a Tarask. I don't want to. So, 2 bases it is. Yeah. In probably the 2 places I was saying. Transgenic superalloy, easy in principle to get. Plutonic blood, just take the carapaces, throw that in there. And reactors, Transcendium, village, trip. Lodestone. Did we ever make the... Did I ever... Okay. Here's a question. Did I ever make the oven? So I spent, of the grinding sessions, of the footage you did not see, I spent a good chunk of time trying to get an oven. So I might need I think I have to craft the oven to get proper lodestones. Otherwise, I have to go to the witch's hut and wait for that to respawn. But no, I don't think I ever crafted this. So automatically we have a new item. Because like I was about to say, if I already crafted this, I would be so forgetting. That's already all plugged in. Could put it here in theory. I need to package up Pickle's chair. That's going to be probably the only issue. The other issue is I don't think I have power for this. What the fuck does this go to? The warming drawer. It goes to the warming drawer. I don't think we need the warming drawer. I don't know why we have the warming drawer. Yeah.
I believe I need to, defecate.
I believe I need to Oh. You just gotta see how the cake is made. Biscuits are chewed. I'm having fun. This is honestly dumb because I'm trying. Oh great, I have to defend the base. No, I had to set up all the lights that we had outside to make this image, and I put my suit on it. That's how I recorded the intro to the grinding video. Did I need to do all that? No. And I didn't take a picture. I recorded like a full-on few minutes of me with a script. That script is not what made it into the video, though. Do you have... Okay. I had to put the crafting table down. For now. Can I throw the huge crafting table into a tiny toolbox? Yes. I always find that weird. Like, when you put something in another box, it's tiny. You shove it. Okay. So, for the teleporter. Probably should pin this recipe, huh? For the teleporter pad, which is how we're going to be doing all the teleportation and stuff, I need 2 transuranic superalloy each. So that's approximately, I need 8 to start with. I think that's all I'm going to do. We're going to do 2. I was going to do more, but then I'm like, I don't want to have to go get Icar. I was worried about CPUs. That was going to be my one issue. That means I need 4 lodestones. So... we have all the ingredients to make it. Good. Just got 4. I mean, like, I'm gonna say it. I probably don't have it because of fishing. But I actually am missing a number of, like, items on my theoretical. So I'm wondering if it's fishing. I was gonna bring that up. But, yeah, I've just, everything's ranked up. Kylie is in robot form, so I don't have the same capability. Could probably use whatchamacallit. It's Pet Rock. The problem is I think my lowest score is stealth. So I think based on what I know about the Pet Rock, where it does lowest stat, Kylie would do all stats. So I'd have to rank up my sneaking to a high enough level in order to upgrade, and then I could do fishing and everything. But it's one of those, you wish you kept Kylie until you don't need her anymore. But yeah. And now we are stuck here for a while. I don't know how long this takes to cook. Okay. See, here's one thought I had. Is in theory, I could build a teleport hub. It would require another set of teleporters. But it could be hooked up anywhere. And I could just make sure that that area is secure. I don't know. I do not have any idea if that would be something that would be smart. I'm assuming it would be smart, though, because then all your teleporters are in one place. Like, I would put it in the cafeteria, but they're all a pain in my ass. Grayson, you're in my way.
Still kicking, eh? Well, I don't mean actual kicking. Like you're still, Never mind. I found some things lying around. Maybe you want them, maybe you don't. Either way, I'll be around for a bit. Talk to me if you're interested.
Okay. So we should have everything we need. I'm realizing my mistake right now. I only made half the number of super alloy I need. Transcendium I have enough of. I have everything else. Arcane scrap I need. Another 14. But for now, we can figure out how these teleporter pads work. Which I think is, in the grand scheme of things, is probably more important. Figuring out how these work. When you've never done something. Wait, do you just, is it seriously? Uh-oh. That was powering something. I don't know what that was powering. Uh-oh. It was powering back. See, that was like the whole thing I had a problem with Pickle. Pickle just kind of... His whole power system is... So whatever. We'll grab this plug. I don't know what it goes to, and connect. Oh, and that's it. Okay. I thought it needed lasers. And then you put alpha or whatever tag that we want. That probably what we'll do is probably be A for Albatross, R for Residence. I'm thinking we set up currently Albatross, just because I did say I wanted to do Albatross. Now, here's something to think about. What do I bring with me? Because that takes me heavily overweight. But in the grand... Here's my thought process, is that... in the grand scheme of things, I don't need to carry anything with me that I don't fully need, because I have to put up a teleporter pad right here. Or somewhere in this base. So I'm wondering... Pickle has his armor stand there. Could I, in theory, put that... No, it's too big. Could I, in theory, put the teleporter over here where the portal toilet is? As I said, right now we only need one. Is it... Wait, is it backwards? It'd be fun. The other thing I have to think about is that It's not built. It's not built yet. But we need to figure out, do I want to build a teleporter hub? If I do build a teleporter hub, that wouldn't be a big issue. Because then maybe that would be in residence, and then that would be residence to everybody else, right? We have so many electrical things. Let's... As I said, this is going to be a multi-day project that I have to figure this out. But for now, let's just set everything to alpha. I can change it later. Let's build in residence. There's a shortcut to residence. There's a shortcut to residence. Yeah. That's one of the other predicaments, is having to remember where all the shortcuts are. I have not played in 2 months. Now, mind you, I didn't play for a while anyway. Before the update. But yeah, I'm thinking we have a teleporter room, possibly in residence, that is connected to a large plug strip. Possibly a carbon battery. But for the most part, it would just be good to have it so that we can teleport to all these different areas without issue. But that makes me have to rethink my entire fob plan. Because, in theory, I want the fobs to work a certain way. But if we're teleporting in and out of areas, which is always going to be the plan, connect back to base. But if it's a teleporter hub, that means we have to decide on different specific locations, maybe in each sector, except for security. Never security. So, labs I have an idea of where, residence I have an idea of where, Albatross, because we don't know what's going to happen after. Technically everybody's left, so anything added to the game could branch off of Albatross, we don't know. It's also just a really nice site. I was going to admin. Not fragments. I had an idea to build in Vucer. Which would be... It's this way. That base would be kind of cool. Don't know what I'd want to do with it besides that, but I thought that would be a cool base to build there. Hydroplants is lower. I had that idea. So as of right now, we have
Getting thirsty.
some key areas, but not. Fuck. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want to fight you. I didn't mean to come and fight you. Yeah, I know. Shut it. Stop it. Why are there so many of you? Fuck, my armor is damaged. Fuck. Put down the monkey, giant Bigfoot. They act like giant monkeys. I will kill them monkeys. I mean, they're probably more like apes. Am I supposed to be able to break them down? Yeah. Okay, I'll say it. I was not expecting that kind of resistance. But that was what I got, and that is where I am. My plan is to place down the alpha teleporter, place down the workbench, and then we can figure out that's the end of today. What I managed to get done. So each room is kind of nice. I want to determine Derek Mance. He's a power socket right here. Let's just use that. Now mind you, the crafting bench doesn't have to be powered yet. I don't have to care. But I do want to at least get the teleporter installed. Okay, set it to alpha just temporarily. Because the other one's set to alpha, and I'll have to walk all the way back if I get it wrong. That's why I'm thinking to create a teleporter base up here. So here's my thought process, right? It's like we have all these rooms. Each one has a plug, but in the back room we also have more plugs. Which isn't a big deal. Just this is a very calming location. But Anderson's room, we could in theory build a teleporter hub in here. I don't really care for Anderson. Can't break down the desk either, so like, we'll figure it out.
I can feel my blood sugar falling.
The only downside is the storms. But like, I don't see
There must be water here somewhere.
an issue with that. Wash yourself. Because I couldn't, yeah. This room might be good. Even though this is Derek Mance's room. And has the recording in it. The only thing in here really is that, and we could set up a power socket, or a wire that goes across, put a power socket here, maybe wire it. But, set alpha. Can paint these, which I probably will do. Let's see, we can come back to base at any time, and we no longer have an issue. Okay, so last time on Dragon Ball Z, or at least by a factor, let's charge my headlamp, shall we? I prepped residence. That's gonna take a... It's charging slower than I thought it would, or normally does. We got an extra skull. Got the lodestones working. Got everything pretty much set up. The predicament that we've run into now is I have to decide how I want to do.
Ah,
Feeling a bit worn out. Yay. How we truly want to do this proper. Okay. Let's actually handle this before. Okay. So I think I just got a ping from Xbox saying you got points. What, how? What game? I'm wondering if it counted Abiotic Factor, because Abiotic Factor's on Game Pass, even though I don't have Game Pass right now. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, because I played Minecraft, sorry. I was doing the Minecraft Copper Golem Challenge. Whatever. Back to it. So, I don't know exactly what I want to do with Resonance. I have ideas. I don't really have any, like, strict ideas. Let's discuss. So, firstly, I need paint. You might be thinking, why do you need paint? Well, I want to paint the portals. I think I can. I need to make solder, though, for orange paint. Which is annoying, but yeah. Home is going to be white. So I need 2 solder. Probably 3 solder. No, 1 solder, because... Okay. Thought process. I need to clear my head for 1 second and just say it. So originally, I was going to put all the portals over there. Over there. Problem. Exor and pests spawn in here. Peccary and barnacles, or whatever they are, spawn in there. That's not a big issue for in there. The issue is if we leave that door open, or they manage to get out there, or spawn in here, they will attack the portals, because they are not, they are placeables by humans. They don't belong to them. So, the idea that exists here is setting up a portal here, leaving this portal forever, in premise and in actuality, and with the portal here, we can just go here and have all the other portals in residence, so we can teleport to other areas of the game, of the map. So
there's the bathroom.
the way to think about it would be Resonance is going to be acting as the portal hub, while we are simply going to be then having it connect to all the quote-unquote fobs, if I build any more right now. I do want to build a teleporter base as the main idea. That is still there, still smart. Could honestly put the portal back here, might do that. Pickle kind of wanted this to be a little relaxation room. If I could put books on bookshelves, that'd be awesome. But could do that, but for now, not what we can do. So, we'll worry about that some other time. Could honestly be what we do now, but I don't want to mess with what he was doing before we finished. So, I need 1, 2, 3 solder, I would say. If I'm remembering right, solder requires... I have the right amount for solder. Solder. Metal and silver. I have exactly 3 silver scrap. I don't know... Do we have any more that's in like another box? No, but this can be broken down into chains and stuff. Not solder though. Whatever. Okay, so we have our 3. Let's take 3. Sorry if I'm you're noticing that there's weird movement of my mouse or weird movement of items and such. As I said, I was playing Minecraft, so a little bit out of it when it comes to that. The other thing is, I don't know if I know I can paint portals. I just didn't think, I don't know exacts on painting. Pot. Water. Oh, I can make 3 solder at once, in theory. Let's try making 3 solder at once. Why not? It's one of those things of, if I can, I may as well. Killer soup. I don't remember there being such a thing. Is there seriously a recipe called killer soup that is just silver? Huh. Maybe. The other thing is, I want to try... I know this is probably not going to be right now. What I need to do is go into the wiki online. And I need to go through fish. And I just need to go fishing. Because I need to fish. I also realize something I need to bring up is this portal, while it's going to be here, is going to be a problem in a second. Because I just heard something break. Oh, box. I heard box. Box, you're being annoying. Thank you, buddy. But if I pick it up, I can sync it to anything I want. That's not a biggest deal. The problem is in Residence, if I want to change the color, I believe for painting, you need to use the cauldron. I don't know, though. If I can get away with not using the cauldron, that's great. But if I have to use the cauldron, then, well, that's going to be an issue. Do I have lime paint? See, this is where I'm starting to realize I do. I don't know. Somehow I just don't have recipes. Here's green. Could make green. That'd be a waste of glue. I can make glue, that's not the biggest issue. Let's make green paint. We also need orange paint. Because I can't make red paint. If you don't know why, I should probably say. The reason why I can't make red paint is that you need to kill a type of peccary, and I don't have. We haven't killed a alpha peccary, I don't believe. Somehow. It's very confusing, but so orange is good enough for residence. Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. You make it... Okay. That is... Okay. I need a container for this. Storage. I thought you needed... I thought you needed to make... I thought it was... I legitimately thought that you needed to make one... Or when you made one, that it would be something akin to a one-time item. Which I understand is kind of absurd, but... Huh. And I can also just do it in the environment. I don't want to paint. There's a lot of things I don't want to paint. But... That is cool. And then I can just change whatever color I want. Can I change? That is neat. I like that. How do I remove paint? I'm assuming you need to pick up the item and... Yeah. Or is it marked as painted? I think it's still painted. Or it's not. Okay, it doesn't look like it is. Because you can paint as much as you want. Yeah, okay. That is cool. I like that. That's a cool mechanic. I like... See, we never did anything with painting, so I kind of just never thought about it. It just drops. That means that I could just, in theory... Can't paint that yet. We'll need to go fill this with ink. Let me drop some paint off. And, yeah. That is cool. I like that. Let's put solder in here just because I need to. Why am I so heavy? The cauldron is 15. That's fine. It also doesn't help that these usually go on my hotbar, and I don't have them on my hotbar. That should make it lower. So we're going to go off to security. I understand. And you might be thinking to yourself, Michael, what are you doing? Well, see, technically, Resonance is finished. Which sounds absurd when you think about it. And it is. It's absolutely not finished. But... in a way, it kind of also is. Because I've already done all, like, the main stuff in Residence for building. Now I just need to be able to find my way out when I'm done. Is that new? Aww. Do I bring a barrel here? Can I put ink in my water bottle? Okay, I need to see something. Very little. I'm wondering, can I swim around? Yeah. Except this can fill with 10,000. Oh boy. Through here. I know where I'm going, luckily. We're going to the throne room, which is right over here. But I can't jump. Or I can jump, but just very heavy. Pickle is going to be so confused when he comes back. And you might be like, or I keep saying you might be, no, it's truly, he's going to be confused. I am doing a lot of things that are like just minor things. Like I'm being so useless as a teammate, but like he isn't here. He said essentially, do whatever you want. Because I told, there's a whole bunch of footage, like 20-30 minutes of footage of us doing stuff around the base, and I was prepping, and he's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I'm bored. And I'm like, dude, come on. And he's like, no, I'm bored. And I'm like, what? Come on. I just want to do cool stuff. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. That is neat. That is so freaking neat. So apparently though, I can also paint these. I can, okay. So let's talk about some other things that need to be done around the other location. So that's full. Let's create an extra bin for overflow, because pickle, this is one of the other things I will be annoyed about. Pickle actually said before we finished up that he wanted to do one thing, and that was upgrade our reverse storage. That didn't happen. So currently I'm running around with trying to do all this with janky ass storage. So before we continue, put this in there. So I have orange, lime, and white. I can go get a skip somewhere. So lime, we already have. Yellow, I need to make. Okay. Cyan, I need an egg. He has those planted. I can go grab one. Pink. Brown, I need poop. I can go grab that. Oil. Black oil. ISO 207. What is ISO 27? Whatever. Green paint we don't have. We do have green paint. I use lime. So right now, I need a skip. Wait, I do have the recipe for. Huh? What am I on? Did I not see that I? Okay. Black, you need black oil. Green paint we have. Lime, I would need an arm. So right now I just want. We're gonna go grab an egg and poop. Okay, welcome back. We have our deeds of the day. So I have the paint. I have everything. I should probably create like. I forgot I painted that. Yeah. Don't like that paint job. Cool. But yeah. Okay. So my plan for today has not changed, though the information I have has. So apparently, we're getting a community update this fall, and right now it is October. almost like 1/3 through October. That's kind of like how I've been playing this. I've been playing it off and on, at least for the single player part. So I don't know how many days it's been since the last one. It's fine. I'm gonna probably decorate for Halloween today. But they added some new stuff. So gotta find the Halloween decor. Pumpkin. Nope. Not gonna find it here. Pickle put a box named holiday stuff. Probably in this corner. Anyway. So. Take these. So, what I meant by I keep stopping myself because I'm just paying attention to what's going on. So the fall update is going to be adding a number of benches and such for like crafting. It also adds in some other new equipment so you can build up your strength and stuff, apparently. Let me open it up. It was an announcement. And we all love announcements, don't we? So apparently what they're doing is they're adding exercise equipment for strengthening and messing with the body. So like those quirks. They're improving some weapon stuff. They're adding some new storage. Not really much. It's just stuff that would help me build my museum that I want to do. They're adding a crossover cosmetics, so not like a true heavy crossover. And they're adding a new homeworld. What this brings to me, or brings in mind, is... brings to mind, whatever. Before that, for the next winter update, I do want to get some stuff running. So, heck, there might be another update, if depending on when in autumn it happens. But, yes, I'm going to be here, updating things, playing the game. I don't know why we have a tool bunch here, but we're going to do this. That's cool. I'm trying to tinker with what we have. How do I tinker with this, though? I don't... Never mind, I was like, wait, no, it's fine. So 2 jack-o'-lanterns, and we're done. Okay, so today's idea was teleport hub. I don't know if I want to. I know one thing I do want to do is clear out this room. Possibly build how it would be, or what it would look like. But I'm thinking, in theory, there's the Crystal. Hey, buddy. I'm not recontaining you. I'm not in the mood to recontain you. But here's my thought process, is I'm thinking at least clear this room out. When it gets dark, that'd be the only time we might have an issue, but I don't plan on removing any of the lights. And possibly turning this back room into something more akin to... put some storage in here, maybe armor sets, but like maybe just turn this into like a little lounge, if you get me, because we have the roundabout couch. That's really it. I don't really have any heavy, like, major things in mind. Paint is something I want to do and deal with, and then storage was something I wanted to do with. But the storage situation, let's go back and look at it. 'Cause I want to do something with all these paintings. Home base is home, but it's getting very cluttered. So, yeah, we have an hour. So with the paint is not a big deal. I'm just working on getting them all if I can. But storage requires this, or I want to get this. At least one of them if I can. I don't know how big it is. All I can assume is it's the size of my inventory. So like this is pretty big. I'm assuming it brings it all the way down. Because this is 3. This is 5. And then this brings it all the way down. So I wonder what I do wonder what the next tier would be. I want to at least make 1. But that requires a heart of corruption. The digital gold is not the biggest issue. Hydrochloric acid I can look up and figure out where to get it. But the heart of corruption is going to be an issue. So, what I'm going to do is the damage that you can do against it is holy damage. I don't have a weapon that can do holy damage. I think Pickle does, but I'm trying to think of what would be the best place to kill one of these robots. The other thing, something to keep in mind is we have all these crates out here. I would love to try to cram our storage into one location, but that's probably a whole different can of worms. So yeah, let's figure this out. So I could go to residence. Yeah.
Your science destroyed.
I'm thinking residence over, yeah, I'm thinking residence over reactors, because reactors, it depends on which reactor you're in, and there's 2 or 3. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It did warn me. Oh. Probably because I'm away from my table. Normally what it will do is it will trigger on the nearest one. And that was what was annoying me, but like, we are kind of going pretty far. I do know that electric damage does no, or has no effect, so we don't want to try that. The other thing that's interesting for me at least is, oh, that's good. Deep Field is planning on adding a home world, so I plan on trying to see about that. If I probably will play next update, so just because I want to. And that'll be that. Why did I just teleport? I could have just whatever. Whatever. Which one do I kill? Big guy there. Dog over here. 2 dogs. Attacking furniture, probably. I'll just destroy the furniture. Just gonna go this way. What? There's an assassin there. Where am I going? I'm trying to remember. Vents, maybe? Okay. Whatever. We want to kill this robot in here. And Did someone already kill the robot in here? God damn you. Okay, I guess we have another robot to find. Could go up there. Yeah. I will take your arcane scrap, madame, and your buckshot. Sorry about the blue. I would turn it off if I could turn it off. In here? There's another area. Oh. Over here. I believe I can just go all the way up. Found a robot. Okay. I wish this robot would attack anybody. Armor is already gone. Okay. Buddy, I need one heart of corruption. That's all I need. Okay, that's all I need. I just want to test out this new equipment. It just keeps... Okay. So its armor came back. Saw that. Okay. Take that. I'll take that. Assume this.
A sip of water would
Something's
suffice.
doing damage, and I don't know where. Down there. What is it attacking? Something that can scream, I think. Methinks. But, yeah, the thought process behind not doing this earlier was we would need so much. But I don't really... I get the argument. But I don't know if it's the best argument anymore. They have an arcade game here. I need to get up to the top floor. Can I get it through here? Hi, Crystal. Hey, buddy. I see you. It left. No, it didn't. Okay. I don't want to deal with these big guys if I can help it, but they'll chase me to no end. Maybe that's what a robot was fighting against. Thank you. I just didn't want to have to be chased into residence. That is my goal. Yeah, we didn't do this one. We did Mansage route. You mother... It's probably on all the circuits. It probably is somewhere. Mother fricker. It's like, Pickle's whole electricity setup is so jank, like... I've done something wrong. Hey buddies, people. Okay, so I want to put this down here. I need to figure out what we want to do with this, but I'm thinking that would be what we put all of our... That's what we put all of our weapons into. Last time on Abiotic Factor, that happened. It's 6:10 p.m. Welcome to the show. I need to get graves for that. So last time, I did a few things. So what I've done is first, I was thinking about it. And this was completely off camera that I thought about it. Back when we were starting out with this game, we haven't been to this trader in a while. But I thought about it, I'm like, huh, hydrochloric acid is a resource that is used in a lot of things. Yes, you can get it from the blacksmith. So, yay. We have 12. I need a lot of glue for paints. You get 4 per. So maybe that might be what I do. Put player armor in a wooden skeleton or wooden frame, and then put put enemy armor or custom enemy armor on the skeletons. Fair game. But I learned that, and I realized that I could probably get hydrochloric acid. So hi, Grayson. Compact storage. Actually, what's that? What is that? It should be a battery. Quantum. Ooh. Frozen essence, so it's a really, really expensive battery. That might be something to have later. Supposedly this is also being updated. I don't know. But, yes. I'm making 2 of these because that's all I'm making. I don't have multiple hearts of corruption. We're just seeing. My understanding is that this box is heavy. Okay? My assumption is that it's the storage size of this box, but it's just smaller. That's what I'm assuming, because it's say about half. Yes. Yes, okay. So, cross storage off the list. Today is going to be a bunch of, like, probably quicker things. I know I have to grind a little bit. I want to set up a outpost in Albatross. And that is part of the teleporter hub stuff.
Anything you need?
But for now, storage, we've done it. Cool. Done all the storage stuff. Paint and storm items. I do need paint for Albatross. But I either need a skip or I just need glue. I'm thinking blue is better representative of office sector. We use white for just home, but if they add a new area, they're adding a new area later for DLC for snow. I'm assuming it has something to do with Frosty, because that's what I'm assuming the snowman is. Once they disabled him, they took the hat, so probably Frosty. And then they're going to be adding a DLC later. So what I'm thinking is, if I want to, I might add a blue portal to the homeworld, which is for the winter cabin, later on. But for now, don't need it. We only need 2 more teleporters. You might be thinking to yourself, no, Michael, you need way more. I know I need more, okay? But that's all I need for now. This episode is me cramming like 5 1-hour sections into one video, and it might be really long because I might cut like very little out of it. But that's what it is. It's me going mad on my own. So once the power goes out at 9, we're gonna defend the base. And then I'm gonna start on glue, because we need a lot of glue. Which is a problem because I have to use the super stove to truly get glue, but it's fine. The other thing that I want to work on is getting portal items, or storm items, but I don't really have a... Storm items aren't really interesting. Oh. Storm items are not really something I think I need right now.
Warning, biological incursion detected.
Biological... What is biological? What would be biological? Pests? I do plan on building a museum, but I'm waiting until the next update. Oh, it's these guys. Just double checking here.
A few things.
Hello, Grayson, once again. I'm assuming they're up here. Yeah, it's just pests. Oh, it's these pests. Oh, these are annoying.
All vacant perforations will be resetting in 3, 2, 1. Reset complete.
But you guys are exactly what I wanted. So thanks. There's still more. They're destroying my freaking banners. Or something. Oh. You are not supposed to be here. that's my grinding box. This door wasn't open. Somehow they can just open doors now, too. Cool. I should double check that nothing is broken besides what is already broken. Yeah. I also have to cut off all their corpses because, in a weird way, this is perfect because I need plutonic carapaces. Do I need plutonic blood? Yeah, but the other benefit about this is the pest. I have a plan for a future episode, or future video. I can't do it yet. I said it's a plan. Pickle's not gonna probably be in it. I have to wait till the next update because there's the kind of stuff that I'm interested in. As I said, I want to build a museum, but I also want to do some other minor tweaks and changes. Cool. There are a lot of these honestly, a lot of security doors. I wish, in theory, I could close them. The other thing is, what I want to do is I want to upgrade base security. If not now, later. So let's go. I have 2 stacks of meat. Let's throw those in the freezer. I will need them later. Wheat does not spoil, so we're good on that. We'll just take it out. Luckily, wheat doesn't spoil. That would be horrible if it did. But anyway, let's get this rolling. Apparently we still have power. I don't think we have power for long. It's 6 a.m. Oh, never mind. I was like, I don't think we have power for long.
This sector is under precautionary security measures.
The other thing
And waiting for security.
is I think I might want to get more water soon. Because I don't know. I just have a feeling that I should probably get more water soon. Should be helpful. Okay. Fishing, I need 4. Wrong button. And we'll do Dut, 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 dut. Dut, 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 dut. That takes like 5 minutes. So in that time, let us prep for the next thing. So firstly, I need to repair my pick. I need to repair all my armor too. And then I gotta figure out, I think I should probably get another
Certainly use a drink.
one of these storage containers. It's just they're super expensive. Like all the expensive. But here's something that I just realized is that when you scrap them, they give you Transuranic super alloy. Is that meant to be the case? Because I don't think it should be. Either way. Like 2 carbon plating. Because then we'll have all the carbon plating we need. Digital gold, we need more hydrochloric acid. I just have to take the 2 wheat I have and whatever wheat grows. So that's fine. We can do that because we have 2 out of 6. I'm thinking of building, as I said, 2 because then I could. We need a lot more than 2. Here's what I'm gonna do. So, I'm firstly going to take my hexwood hammer because I want it. My hexwood hammer is awesome. It's purple. And it cost me hexwood. I can't. I hovered over it and I thought it said it had low durability. Interesting. Probably just not something not working. Okay. Let me think for a second. I need to get 2 more teleporters up. That requires... I want to get, as I said, I want to get a few more of these if I can, but I don't think it's going to be super easy. Teleporter pad. We want 2 more of these. Easy. We killed a lot of robots, or Pickle killed a lot of robots. He was kind of just grinding it. A Trask. We have to kill more Trasks if we want any more beyond that. We'll make some paint right now to prep the. Let's prep that. $16, so I can make at least 1 paint right now. Grapeseed.
How's it going?
It's going swell, Carson. You know, by the end of all of this, I might have. It's 11,000, but I sprint everywhere. The other thing that was brought up is that there's going to be more perks. Like, perks are going to be modified. So, if I look at the perk tree right now, you can see that, like, for some trees, there's a lot of, like, empty slots. Like fishing, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's nothing beyond, like, once you get to 20. Now, mind you, for the most part, you only really need level 20. There's a lot of things you really don't need anything beyond, like, level 20. It's already hard enough to get to. But once you do get to level 20, there are a few other perks that might be useful.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So now it's time to build this next teleporter. Actually, I don't need the tram, I'm realizing that. He's gonna bug me the moment I get here, though. Yeah, and then Pickle and I were talking about building in this room, but you really don't have power. You can't build in a room that you don't have power in. This would be a cool base, but it's also very chilly. And you get 1 wall socket, which is good enough for most bases, especially like an outpost, because you can build something out here. But yeah, it's just very dependent on how much can you handle. I really do wonder what... I know they opened the dark lens in here, but, like, what truly caused all the ice? Other than that machine. Because that machine was just for containment, I thought. I will take a free barrel any day. So, temporarily, we're only going to be setting up a teleporter, like an easy teleporter. Nothing major, nothing big. So it's like nothing like super fantastic yet. What is that? We came over here afterwards. That wasn't there. So did they modify the Albatross fight or? Oh, okay. I see what that is. If you want to leave, I'll leave that area and go to just the portal. Correct. But no, something that Pickle and I both brought up when we beat the game. One. Okay, this is weird. For this just to be on this island, right? Like for you just to be able to hotwire right now. But this. It doesn't work. But it's how you get in to that room, which is just a supply room. Wink. Wink. Nudge, nudge. But also how you get into here. That's locked and that's sealed, meaning you have to get in the supply room. So something is here, especially with all the chemicals and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is another port. This links to the new whatever DLC Portal Worlds. As I was trying to Pickle, like this would be the perfect thing. That what they do. Oh wait, oh the power's out. That's why. They set it up so that everything links. This new portal world versus the old facility. But Zag has said he won't speak on, or has decided like not to speak on whether this part of the story is getting any additional things to it. So the story ends here for the storyline for now. He said they were going to work on other storylines. I'm assuming the DLC just takes you to another storyline. And with all the stuff that's island themed and everything, them all saying we're going on vacation. I really do think that we're just going to go to the gate facility in the tropics that has the other Layak entity, or the other 091. Right? Like, that's it. It feels... The base is starting to feel claustrophobic at times. And that's just because there's so much stuff. You get me? And some stuff's organized, some stuff's not. What I would love to do is... These are cool. I'd love to put stuff in a museum. Plan on putting stuff in a museum. But... a lot of it comes down to figuring out where stuff can go, where it can't go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This has been a little break in a way from the story and everything that is just there, but yeah, there's so many possibilities, and for this being our base the entire game, I love it, but everything just feels so cramped at times, like in general. Like, think about this power system and everything, but yeah. That's just how it is. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.